So what exactly are the steps to opening an RCFE? Welcome to part 1, the application. You'll start with LIC 200, the official application for a community care facility. This form will go straight to the California Department of Social Services, and it's how you begin the licensing process under Title 22, Section 87105. You need to make sure it's complete. Missing pages or unsigned sections can delay your review for weeks. Ensure that you include your facility name, address, ownership info, and contact details. Attach your financial plan, fire clearance request, and administrator details. Here's a side note. The owner doesn't have to be the administrator. You can hire one. Welcome to part 2, your financial plan and operating reserves. Under Title 22, Section 87208, you must show proof that you can operate for at least 3 months before accepting residents. That's usually between $15,000 to $30,000 for a 6-bed facility. You'll submit a plan of operation that explains your daily routine, staffing, meal services, medication handling, and emergency procedures. You must attach clear proof of your reserve funds, bank statements, or business financials. Welcome to part 3, fire clearance and zoning approval. Before CDSS will license you, Title 22, Section 87203 requires a fire clearance from your local fire marshal. Your home must meet all fire safety standards, including smoke detectors, fire extinguishers, and accessible exits. You also need zoning approval from your city or county. Most residential areas allow up to 6 residents, but always verify. Welcome to part 4, administrator certification and staffing. According to Title 22, Section 87406, every RCFE must have a certified administrator. That means completing an 80-hour training course, passing the state exam, and obtaining your administrator certificate. You'll also need to file LIC 500 personnel report, listing every staff member or adult living in the property. Make sure your staffing plan includes training, first aid, and proper coverage for residents. Welcome to part 5, background checks and personnel records. Title 22, Section 87355 requires a criminal record clearance for all licensees, administrators, and employees. You'll complete live scan fingerprinting and file LIC 508 criminal record statement for everyone listed on your application. Each staff member must also have LIC 501 personnel record, LIC 503 health screen, and proof of first aid training. Keep everything organized because the CDSS will inspect these during visits. Welcome to part 6, resident forms and admission agreements. Before accepting residents, you'll need a complete admission packet, and the packet involves 3 forms: LIC 604A, which is your admission agreement guide, LIC 602A, physician's report, plus LIC 603A, which is the resident appraisal for every new resident. Under Title 22, Section 87468, you must review each resident's personal rights and keep a signed acknowledgement in their file. Welcome to part 7, submitting your application and pre-licensing inspections. Once your application packet is complete, submit it to the CDSS Centralized Application Bureau, or CDSS-CAB. Pause for the address. They'll review it, verify your documents, and schedule a pre-licensing inspection. During the inspection, a licensing program analyst will walk through your home, check your records, and note anything that needs correction on the LIC 809 Facility Evaluation Report. Don't panic because you're allowed to make corrections. And if you do need to make corrections, fix any issues quickly. Once cleared, your license can be approved. Welcome to part 8, operating and staying compliant. Once you're licensed, your responsibility is ongoing compliance. You must provide 24-hour supervision, regular staff training, and maintain updated records using LIC 311F records checklist. Expect unannounced inspections, so always keep your documentation organized and your care standards high. Follow every Title 22 requirement. That's how you protect residents and your business. And that wraps up our series here. Stay tuned for my next series where we'll talk about budgeting, startup fees, training requirements, and how to find your first residents. I'm Rhea, your RCFE student on my way to becoming licensed here in California. I'll see you next time.